And welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. 51 degrees, rain is almost out of here. Roads are a little wet, so be careful on your way to work. Take a few extra minutes just in case. Buckle up too. Don't forget about that. We're going to see temperatures today around 68, tomorrow 71, partly cloudy skies. We actually have a chance of rain for the next several days. A little misleading there, so we'll keep an eye on the weather in case those rain chances do stick with us.
I'm telling you, that's wrong.
The paper's saying nothing, right? Well, Weather Channel this morning says
Weather
rain.
Channel, all the Huntsville stations are saying no more rain.
Well, we'll see who's right. But look at that weekend, and Sunday absolutely gorgeous, 78 with partly cloudy
It'll be hot in
skies.
that cemetery.
I don't know. I think with a breeze and cloudy skies,
Yeah.
you guys will be all right.
Didn't they used to do that in the fall? Or September or sometime like that?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was
Peggy Towns this morning in here from Decatur.
Correct.
How'd you get over here to do the Athens Cemetery? You not from Athens? Got any relatives in Athens?
Actually, yes. I have a Civil War descendant from Poplar Creek, Alabama. My great-grandfather lived in Athens.
She has a book about
So I do have Athens ties. Yes.
Poplar Creek down over there off of Snake Road. That
Yes.
Poplar Creek?
Yes.
Where Clement Baptist just took over the church there?
Had no idea.
Baptist Church, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just took it over, and I guess it had gone
Gave it a
downhill
whole
or
new
something. So they're doing
renovation.
Clemens 2 now. Tim's trying to do 2 services down that way.
right.
Jared Barksdale up here with us this morning too. Of course, y'all know Jared's been a local attorney.
He's retired
Retired,
now.
didn't he?
Retired.
So anybody's got any legal questions for you, you refuse to answer.
Do you still
I
answer?
wouldn't know the answer. I've been retired for six years.
Well, the law's still the law, isn't it?
I haven't looked at it.
Don't ask him any questions.
Don't ask him any current event questions, I can tell you that much. But he's got a couple books that we'll talk about that in just a second. Cemetery Stroll coming up 2 o'clock this Sunday afternoon after church. Y'all can get on down that way. How long have they been doing this? Do y'all remember?
I don't recall. I first participated about 4 years ago, I think.
We did that
William
4
Pepper
years
in it
ago.
again this year?
I understand that William is in Israel.
Well, I guess he'll be here then.
He may be back.
He's my
I
insurance
don't
man,
know.
but I ain't heard much from him
Yeah.
lately, so maybe he's over there.
Yeah, he and Richard Martin went on a trip to Israel and Egypt, I think.
Well, good for them. They probably camel riding right now over there somewhere, doing something.
Probably.
Why do they have a cemetery stroll?
That I cannot tell you. Maybe.
I have no,
Okay.
I have no
Let's just
idea.
talk about y'all's character. I'll just tell you why they have it.
It's great history.
Go back for great history. Huntsville is super success with the one they have on Maple Hill. And if you want to see some dogwoods in bloom, you better hurry up and get to Maple Hill Cemetery there on California Street in Huntsville. What character? I'm assuming you're doing your grandfather.
No.
No, you're not.
No, my grandmother would not be dressed like this.
So what character are you portraying?
I am Emily Frazier.
I meant to say Emily Frazier.
She lived about 1.5 miles west of Athens. She was a slave on the plantation of Lawyer Richardson, an attorney here. Her health was very poor, so he allowed her to take in other kinds of work rather than work in the field. She hired out to a black man, Danger Rhodes, who actually was a contractor, and he burned bricks. So he built a lot of homes here in the county prior to that.
Now, was he a free man?
Yes, from Tennessee.
Okay.
And then when the soldiers came in, of course, her master allowed her to keep the money, and so she had purchased cows, hogs, and a mule. And so when the soldiers came in, they took, she also hired out to be their washer, and she cooked for them, and she also did some mending for them. But everything she kept was hers. So she, interesting story about it, because she went up into the mountains to buy whiskey from the poor whites there, brought it back down. Soldiers acted up so badly that they told her that they would arrest her if they didn't stop. So she had purchased a cow from the soldiers for $5, turned around and sold the milk back to the soldiers.
But you had to quit selling whiskey.
Yeah, they
Now,
handle the milk.
Did she drink?
No.
She didn't. How do you find out all this stuff about her?
Her story is actually included in Southern Commission claims, where she had contacted the federal government to get reimbursed for damages or losses during that time. Yes. Enterprising lady.
So you don't have any moonshine at the cemetery?
If you bring it to me.
Some
You bring me some. I'll
we'll
have
get some out there.
Yeah. Some milk, yes.
Have you participated in this before?
I have, a couple of years ago.
Same character?
Yes.
Now, what about your grandfather? What was his relationship with Limestone County?
He was a slave for Robert Allen, and on a plantation out there, he and his uncle had planned to join the Union Army, and Isaiah stayed, and George came to Athens and joined the Army. And he actually was captured when Nathan Bedford Forrest came in here on Coleman Hill at the fort there, carried to Mobile to work on the fortification, and U.S. Came back in and recaptured them, and before he left Mobile, he was injured by an explosion that put out one of his eyes and left him a little senile.
When did he pass away?
1896.
1896.
Yes, and he has a marker out in the Poplar Creek Cemetery. He was with the 110th USCT.
All right, Jerry, who are you portraying? I know it's got to be a relative of yours.
My great-great-grandfather, Daniel Barksdale, who came here, he went busted up in Lincoln County, Tennessee, and he came here in 1839, and he married the daughter of Micajah McElroy, a Revolutionary soldier, also from Lincoln County later on, who came here to Athens and built the first masonry courthouse. And then he went back to Fayetteville. But my great-great-grandfather, Daniel Barksdale, came here basically because he went busted in Lincoln County. He was looking for opportunity, and there was a lot of cotton being raised here. They called it white gold, and people were making money, so he was looking for opportunity.
Now, how far back have you gone with your family's history? How far back have you been able to trace yours?
Well, it's in my book, Revolutionaries and Rebels. That's a historical novel, but all the characters are true people, are real people, and all the events are correct. It's historically correct, and it begins with the birth of Micajah McElroy in Wake County, North Carolina in 1765.
How do you find that?
Well, it took 30 years of research to do that.
So is this all about your family, this book here?
Yeah, and it's about what happened here before and during the Civil War, and all these people are real. If anybody wants to know something about the history of this county before and during the Civil War, they can read that book. And Buzz Estes says the only thing that he could find that was erroneous, I stated that a certain rifle emitted black powder, and he said it was white powder. Other than that,
We had to find some.
he put the stamp of approval on
Have
it.
you written it?
5. Yeah, I'm working on my 6th book.
Can you get them at the...
You can get that on Amazon. You can buy it out at the Veterans Museum. They get part of the profit, or from me personally.
If anyone wants to get involved in this walk, too, you can contact Buzz Estes. I'm sure this year's full, but for next year or upcoming.
Now, when y'all do that, how long do you... It's what, 2 to 3 hours out there. Do you get tired of telling them, you wait for another group to come up? We've shot video there several times. You wait for the other, you need to start all over again.
Yes.
About how long is your spiel about your character?
Mine's probably 5 to 7 minutes. I get energized and I go on and on and on and on sometimes.
And
It
if they
just
ask
depends that they keep
questions,
writing, they keep coming.
Can it be a
So,
Q&A? People can ask questions
yes,
too?
yes.
And if you're the only one who can know that, so if you don't know that, you just make something up.
Well, no.
You're not supposed
I know the answer. And my book is available too online. It's Duty Driven. It's in my purse over there. Yes.
Grab that, Peggy. We'll show it.
But and these are true characters from North Alabama. Includes a lot of people from Athens.
It amazes me how much information can actually get placed on the internet, or when you go down the timelines of your family history. I mean, someone actually took time to get all that in, and it's just fascinating.
Now, where can people find your book?
It's online, Amazon, Books A Million, and they can also purchase it from me. Autographed copy.
Autographed copy. We all have books available at the Cemetery Stroke.
I will.
Yes.
A smart
You will too, right?
Yes.
So y'all practice this, or you just ad-lib it when you get there?
I just ad-lib when I get there. I know her. I love her character. Yes. So it's not hard to do.
Did your mom used to tell you stories when you were little, or at all, or did you just do this totally without?
Well, I had an aunt who died a few months before her 100th birthday, and she was this wonderful storyteller. And my mother died the following year, so that's really what got me into genealogy. I said I would write these stories for my grandchildren, and I found all these plugs.